Watch this video to learn how to play New World Symphony from the Piano Adventures 2B lesson book. Today we're in the lesson book for Piano Adventures Level 2B, and we are looking at the epic song New World Symphony theme. This is Going Home from the Larger Symphony. It's by Antonin Dvorak, and we are going to be learning how to play this song. So this song is going to be in several sections. These two lines are a section. The next two lines are a section. The next line is a section that repeats. And then we have a section from here to the end, a little bit more than two lines. So we're going to look at each of those separately. Now this is an epic, which means that it's like a journey, and you should feel like you are going somewhere and things are happening on this journey. So in the very beginning, we're going to start out, it says with grandeur, and it's between 80 and 88 beats a minute. And you'll notice later it goes 92 to 100 beats a minute to the end. So this first part is slower than the rest of the song. And it starts out quiet. It builds to mezzo piano. It builds to mezzo forte. It crescendos all the way to forte with an accent mark and a fermata here. I'd also like you to look at where the accent marks are in the section. There's one here. There's one here, and there's one here. So these last notes are mostly emphasized except for that one. So please notice that. Okay, let's take a look at where we play this. So this song starts with a C chord, and your right hand's gonna start on middle C. Your left hand's gonna be one octave below. So you're gonna play these notes, and then you're going to move up to this. You're gonna go back to your first notes. Your left hand's gonna go down two notes and play just 1 and 5. You're gonna come back and play a 4 chord. Now climb up to a D minor chord, a D minor 4 chord, and then go back to C and drop an octave. Now I know that we covered a lot. We're going to play it together. We're going to add in the pedal, and we're going to bring in the dynamics, and I will lead you through the chords again, starting with C. So every time we do a chord, we are going to pedal except for the very last chord. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, begin. Piano, C chord. Now you're going to come up to here, still piano. We're going to mezzo piano, we're going back. Drop down 2 notes in the left hand, 1 and 5 only. Come back and play a 4 chord. Mezzo forte, D minor chord, 4 chord, and very loud. 1 and 5 on the bottom, 1 and 3 on the top. Drop it down. Good. You can go ahead and pause and work on that part again. I would like to move on to the next section. So in the next section, we're going to be moving a little bit faster, and we also have a dotted quarter note rhythm here. So it is still based in C position. So let's take a look at what happens in the right hand for this next 2 lines. Okay, so we're looking just at what the right hand does in the next 2 lines. 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Go ahead and try it with me. I know that this is sight reading. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, E, and go. E, 2, G, G, 4, E, 2, D, C, 4, D, 2, E, G, 2, E, D, 2, 3. Now E again. E, 2, G, G, 4, E, 2, D, C, 4, D, 2, E, D, C, C, 2, 3, 4. Good. Looking at what the left hand does, it starts with C and G, then it goes to 1, 2, 5, G by itself, C and G again. Bring up your thumb to G sharp. Now a C4 chord, G and F, E, C. If you need to, you can pause and work on either the right hand or the left hand separate. We are going to put them together here, not worrying about pedal yet. Here we go. 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I made a little mistake there in the next to the last measure because I was thinking about many things at once. So I'm going to start in measure 14 and play it again to make sure that we have it right. Starting in measure 14, 1, 2, ready, begin. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now, something to look at that I want to make sure that you are doing correctly and might not be coming across in the video is that these left hand notes hold down completely the whole time. There's going to be no break in sound for the left hand. It should be very fluid and legato sounding. So this is completely held. This one here is tied across. You do not play it again here. You hold it all the way through until that G goes. So make sure that you are holding these notes all the way through and that they have a nice legato sound. If you need to pause and work on that, you can. I would like to start to work on the pedaling and the dynamics for this section. So the pedal notes, you have to really look at where they go. This time I am going to say pedal down and up when it goes. If it comes all the way up, I'm going to say off. So down, up, down, up, down, off, try it with me. So we're looking at the pedal. 1, 2, ready, down, off, down, up, down, off, looking at the dynamics for this section, we're going to start out mezzo piano for the whole first line. We're going to build a crescendo in the beginning of the second line to mezzo forte and then diminuendo at the end of that line. Let's try those dynamics beginning with mezzo piano now. Crescendo here, mezzo forte, diminuendo. Good. I'm going to move on to the next line. The next line is actually pretty similar to what we were just doing. We just need to move our hand up so that it's based in F position. That is only the right hand that moves. The left hand stays. So the melody for this section is 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it repeats again. Try it with me. 1, 2, ready, begin. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Looking at the left hand for the same section, we start with a 4 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, G, F, F, G, F, C. When you do the second ending, you'll notice that just goes to D, which makes it feel like it's moving on. If you need to pause and look at those sections, you can. I'm going to go ahead and put them together. So this is how it will sound once it's together. We're going to work on putting it together at the same time we're doing the dynamics, because the dynamics are simple. The first time it is forte, the second time is piano, and the pedal, because the pedal is also simple. It's down for the first measure and then it goes off. So let's try doing all of those together. 1, 2, ready, down, off. Super. We're going to go ahead and move into the last section. This last section begins a lot like something you have already played. So let's play the first line together. It's the same as measures 9 through 12. Even the pedaling is the same. Good. Now we're going to start something different. So we start with the left hand, we're going to climb. Try that with me. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Good. From there, we come to a 4 chord with the D here. Your thumb needs to stay here on A. If there's a mistake I see in this song a lot, it's that people go back to the G here. You do want to leave your thumb on A there. So try that part with me. 1, 2, measure 31, go. Good. We're going to try that whole line up to that point, starting in measure 29. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1. Good. From there, we do go back to normal C position. And then our right hand goes up an octave. And there's a drop down to the next C. This section, if you need to pause and work on any of those target measures to understand the notes before we move on to talk about dynamics and pedaling, please do. We're going to work on dynamics and pedaling for the end. So I'm going to first start with pedaling. I'm going to have you play it with me and listen to the prompts for when you go down, up, and off. 1, 2, ready, down, off. And of course off at the end. Go ahead and practice that if you need to. Let's talk about the dynamics. It starts out mezzo piano, just like it did in the other section. This is a build, so as you're climbing, you're also building up your dynamics until they climax in this measure. Diminuendo, piano, and ritardando. There's a diminuendo here, so you can assume that the drop is pianissimo. You now know everything that you need to know to practice and perfect New World Symphony theme. Now let's talk about how you will practice this in order to achieve mastery. You're going to play this for 5 minutes a day, and each day you're going to work and focus on a different section. You'll start with section 1, then you'll move on to section 2, then section 3, then section 4. Now, as you are playing each of these sections, you determine if you have mastery by looking at these questions here. Have you mastered the notes, the rhythms, the dynamics, the phrasing? Do you have the pedal mastered, the tempo? Remember, there are different tempo markings in the song. So once you can answer yes to all of these questions, you've mastered that section and you can move on to the next. This is a very fun song to play, and I wish you luck in learning it.